Good morning, children. This morning session is dedicated to all language lovers, and we are going to explore and elaborate on the topic co-education, a boon or a bane. Well, friends, frankly speaking, co-education is a boon for the proper upbringing of the children. The question arises, does non-co-educational institution make no sense? No, certainly not. Non-co-educational institutions also have their own, values. But the thing is that so long as the values are concerned, values are inculcated among the children right from an early stage of their childhood by the parents and the school. So it all depends upon what kind of discipline the children are getting, what kind of atmosphere the children are getting at their school. But basically, co-education institutions provide a lot of competition among boys and girls. They compete with each other, and there's also a sense of showing off. If they're academically, superior to each other, they make it in acknowledgement that they are better in the eyes of the girls. In the similar way, girls also try hard to perform better in all other co-curricular activities and all other personality development, so that they should come up on the stage and they should show their superiority among other children, particularly with the boys. So the discussions about co-education and no co-education, that is not a matter of greater significance. What is a matter of greater significance is the co-curricular activities that is being provided and imparted by the school, and the proper upbringing of the children at home. So the children need to be taught self-discipline through co-educational institutions. When they grow up in the family among their siblings, they develop a feeling of equality. They understand the different, the opposite sexes right from the beginning. So the problem of pre-martial sex doesn't arise in the co-educational institutions, because they are exposed to each other at co-curricular activities, at discussion and debate, and at on the stage in cultural programs. So they set their, this kind of wrong concept and conceptions among the opposite sex right from the early stage. So when they are in a co-educational institutions, they understand better and they develop a healthy relationship. Therefore, they have to be exposed to each other right from a tender age. Then only they can really understand the importance of equality, working together, and a healthy relationship between the two opposite sex. Otherwise, the way internet is now exposing them to the premarital sexuality and homosexuality, that they will get confused all the time, and in the latter stage of their life they may develop complications regarding their behavior. So in order to root out any kind of misconception, in order to clear out their conception about premarital sexuality and homosexuality, it is important that the boys and girls should be brought in these co-ed institutions right from the tender age, and not allowed to fanaticize the opposite sex. Because in what happens that in non-co-ed institutions, the boys generally grow up strict discipline, and so whenever they come in contact with the girls, they actually go on fantasizing about the female, and that becomes an unhealthy way of understanding the values. Does that really mean that a non-co-educational institution makes no sense? No, it doesn't. A non-co-educational institution also is equally important, provided the values that is needed for the youngster is imparted right at an early stage of their schooling. So all depends upon how much the parents have brought in them the values. And so the values that they inherit from their parents, and they are being inculcated from the early stage of their schooling, matters a lot. So co-education can justify the existence of a very healthy atmosphere, and that is why I say that most of the co-educational institutions have a healthy interaction among boys and girls, and they, I mean, provide them competitions, they provide them, opportunity to understand each other, and later on in their life when they get married, they have no complication to face their, spouse, and they grow up very healthy, bringing out a change in their behavior. Though the impact of internet has left behind a lot of confusion to the very teenagers, they are confused about many other things, but it is the duty of the school and the parents to make them understand that there is nothing like the complications regarding behavior of the two opposite sexes. Rather, they should talk frankly to their parents, particularly to their mother, about any doubt that comes in between pre-martial sexuality or homosexuality. They should confide to their mothers and their parents regarding this kind of confusion, and therefore co-education institutions, set out all these, I mean, confusions among the children, and the children grow very healthy in an atmosphere of competitions, fairness, and discipline. So, what matters more is the role of the teachers, parents, and the school itself in giving a proper shape to the child's values and making the child a complete social being. So, socializing their behavior, making them understand the importance of equality of sexes, equality of male and female, equality of gender, and working together in a healthy atmosphere gets developed right from a tender age in the schools of co-education. Therefore, I particularly believe that co-education is the core of better education. We should, I mean, encourage institutions providing co-education right from an early stage, so that when the boys and girls grow together, they grow better understanding among themselves, they develop better understanding about the opposite sexes, and they rather contribute their knowledge and skill in making a better society rather than living in confusion and getting psychologically overpowered by certain complexes. So, a co-education institution is a key to developing a good social, I mean, atmosphere and socializing the behavior or bringing a change in attitude of the individual. That's what I believe. Thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead.